Hello, welcome back to my channel. This week I thought we'd start a little bit differently and I thought I'd show you some things in my garden. It's raining today and the bees are still out collecting nectar from this plant, which is actually a noxious weed, but I'm reluctant to cut it down because the native bees also like to collect from it. I've got an orchid that's starting to bud, and here are my two chickens. They're rather elderly. This is Snowy. She can't see very well. They're about, we think, about 7 years old, and this is Rocket, and she's the more protective one. Anyway, I thought you might like to meet the girls and just have a little look in my garden today. So this week for my spread, I'm using some of the stamps that I got from my order from Jesslyn Padilla, because I'm very excited to use them, quite frankly. She also is running a challenge over on her Instagram at the moment, which is a pocket journal challenge. It's like a pocket in your journal. Let me just get it up and I'll double check what it's called here. Just bear with me. I'm going to my things, looking up what I've saved. Okay, so what does she say? Challenge. I love creating some form of a pocket to tuck or hide treasured pieces within. So I think this will be an easy challenge for all of you. She says, create some form of a pocket, folder, pouch that contains a hidden paper treasure in your journal or planner. Bonus, only if you can. If you own a Jesslyn Padilla stamp, find a clever way to use it in your paper creation. Use the hashtag #JesslinPocketChallenge or #JesslinPadilla to share your incredible variations, and the challenge will end 15th of May. And she's having a little prize, which is a little happy mail with worldwide participation. So I thought it would be fun to do that as part of my spread this week, because I was very keen to use my new stamps, and Jess's challenge gave me something to focus on. And it's, as I mentioned, it's a very rainy day today. I normally have Tuesdays set aside for golf, but with the rain, yeah, it's pretty miserable. It was a public holiday here yesterday for Anzac Day, and we tried as a family to go and play, and we ended up walking in after 4 holes because it was just so wet and so miserable. And I'd already taken my son down on Sunday as well, and my shoes were barely dry from that, and after yesterday they're still wet. So today seems like a good day to swap my week around a bit and get some jobs done today and spend some time working on my journal page. So I've managed to edit this down to about 15 minutes plus my little minute around my garden to share with you, but I've spent a very, very happy morning with a cup of coffee, and it's taking me probably about an hour to do this page, but I haven't been rushing. I've just been really relaxing and enjoying the opportunity to have this time to myself and to play with my new stamps. I've also done a bit of tidying and organising of my desk. So it's been a very nice morning indeed. So in order to make my pocket here, what I've done is I've taken this paper bag that was included in a Flow paper magazine, and I've cut the top off it where it meets the fold with the bottom, and I'm using that as my tuck spot or my little pocket. I like this sort of idea of hiding things on the page, and so I've also used a couple of the stamps up the top under Jess's business card up there, just with a little hint poking out. Now, if you saw my video where I unboxed the stamps, I talked a lot about recurring motifs that Jess uses, and some of these are the arched window, swallows, moon, and sort of sprays of leaves. And so I really wanted to use some of those elements in this page, as well as a little bit of a homage, I guess, to Jess and her designs and her beautiful stamps. So I think the organic, natural nature of her stamps lends itself really well to a lot of handmade papers. So I'm using a few different types of handmade papers in this spread as well. So I'm just putting this down with double-sided tape so that it will be nice and sturdy when I open it up. And playing around with this idea of the window, I've actually designed a die cut in my Cricut design space, and I have put together a die cut window which includes some of those elements of the swallow birds and the moon and the arched window, and cut it out on my Cricut. So I'm quite happy with that, because I want to give this idea of what's behind the window. Like, it looks like it's just cut onto the what am I trying to say? Like, I'm trying to make it look like the window is cut into that brown paper bag, but there's nothing inside, that it just goes straight through to that background paper. But I have left the fluffy edge down the left hand side as a bit of a hint that it might not be what it seems. And then I also wanted to use that same stamp that I was using up the top, just to peek out as a little lifting tab, to indicate that there might be something behind there as well. So I've just sort of done 2 layers of paper there on that stamp, and I'm just gluing it down with some PVA glue to make it nice and sturdy. To add as a tab to my secret pocket. then when I was opening these stamps the other day, and just very kindly included this little clover stamp, and I thought to myself that would be really fun to stamp lots of them and fussy cut them out to make like a field of clover. So I've done that with two of my Shachihata inks, with the pine leaf and the, oh, what's the other one? Russet leaf, pine leaf and russet leaf. So I've stamped and cut out a whole heap of them, and I'm using them here to create this little field of clover nestling up to the window frame. So I've sped this up a lot and cut it out, because this did indeed take me quite some time, but I've got the time today, and it's lovely to be able to make or have the time to do something in a relaxed fashion, rather than trying to rush it. Or I do have to go and buy some food today. We don't actually have much in the house at the moment. So that is on my list to do later today. It's just a bit miserable in the rain at the moment, so I'll head out when it looks a bit lighter. And then I'm just using the other stamp here, the ceramic stamp with the French script on it, just to add a bit of interest onto the envelope, or the paper bag rather. And yeah, so here is my hidden pocket, and so I'm just going to take out that piece of paper that I measured and cut earlier, and I'm now going to decorate this with a little secret scene, because the week that I'm doing here, which is week 16, of course, had the last bit of Easter. And I mean, look, personally, I think of the week starting on a Monday, but I know many people think it starts on a Sunday. So I'm popping in here in my secret little pocket just a hint of Easter, and I'm just using some more of those papers and the home stamp that was a collaboration between Cheery Letters and Jesslyn Padilla there. So I've just stamped that on some scrap sticker paper to get a nice crisp finish on that, and that's the Shachihata sand ink in that house. And I like the way that this green paper looks a bit like a grassy field. And then I have done the same thing again with the two bird stamps that I have. So I've stamped them on the scrap sticker paper, and in the russet leaf and pine leaf, and I'm putting them up in the sky. I'm trying to make it look like the house is in the background on the horizon and the birds are further forward. And now I'm just going through my MU Lifestyle rub-on stickers, because I know I have a moon rabbit one, and I just wanted to pop in a little secret bunny as a little nod to Easter. And I'm going to pop him into the grassy field, and I then found some nice leaves and things, like a shrub for him to hide in the garden. So yeah, just popping them on there, and then my little bunny rabbit. Sadly, I've eaten all my Easter chocolate. I didn't have very much, just a chocolate bunny. I like having a chocolate bunny each year. So yes, sadly he is eaten. So here I'm just putting my little page into its secret pocket, and I think that's it. I think I've finished with my spread for the week. So I will be popping it over on Instagram to join in the challenge. Yeah. So thank you for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you're going to join in Jess's challenge, and yeah, let me know if you liked my little tour of a couple of things in my garden and meeting my 2 chickens. And I'll see you next week. Until then, take care of yourself and have a lovely week. And yeah, I hope you have time to spend some relaxing time doing something that you enjoy this week as well. Okay, thank you. Bye.